Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
The first thing I want to praise for episode 103 of Dragon Ball Super is the animation. And the animation was extremely fluid and action heavy, and that's exactly where it needs to be for the rest of the Tournament of Power. I really did appreciate how the artist decided to go ahead and conduct each fight scene, because we did get several fights. We got the continuation of 17 and Goku versus the Universe, I believe, 2 warriors, the Warriors of Love, and they do corner them, and they are completely outmatched by Goku and 17. 17 even plays the part of a villain when Ribrianne is calling him out on being one, and Krillin's like, it doesn't seem like it, but 17 does like to play around, and I like that line because it's a great callback to how 17 did play around when he was evil or a bad guy back in the Android saga, so I definitely like that. And right before they're about to get pushed off by Goku and 17, the Yard Draft from Universe 2 comes and saves them, saves the day, takes them out of there, and then Goku and 17 are like, you know what, let's go ahead and continue fighting and find other opponents. So even though I kind of wanted to see them get knocked out, it is still early on in the tournament. There's still a lot more stuff that needs to happen, so I'm kind of glad that they're still there, especially with what comes next. Losing main characters like that for Universe 2 would have been a little bit too much, and would have underdone what happens at the end of the episode that really hits a chord. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Ice Devil Slayer on my Kale God video, my last video. He states, "And you are awesome, my Lord Black. You've done well, young Ice Devil Slayer." Now keep on being the second or third person to comment on the video when it uploads. I think he was about the second or third person, so good job. Going back to the tournament, we see Gohan and Piccolo get ambushed by 2 of the Universe 10, or the last Universe 10 fighters standing, and this is where the episode really picks up and it goes in a completely different direction. It gets really exciting because I loved watching the Hell Zone, I believe it's a Hell Zone grenade, the move that Piccolo uses against his opponent, and the opponent actually got a good couple hits on him, so I was like, oh shit, is this guy as strong as Piccolo? I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it, you know, obviously Piccolo has more fight left in him, and he uses the attack, completely knocks him out, and just blasts the dude's limp body off the stage. So the only one that's left, I don't recall this fighter's name, but he's one of my favorite fighters so far from the tournament, a fighter that we have nothing about. And when these guys first showed up, I was like, oh, my wife was watching with me and she was like, who are these guys? And I'm like, more fodder characters, you know, obviously we don't have, you know, really good background stories, but this last fighter, the one who uses a technique where he projects his inner energy, or an energy signature, away from his body, so his opponents can't really read his movements, and that's what happens. Gohan apparently using his eyes and his senses to fight this guy, and he uses this ability to mess up Gohan's reaction time and the ability for him to strike back at his opponent. And it's really cool that they're putting up Gohan against these guys who kind of scramble his senses. I feel like it's a running theme when it comes to Gohan's fights, but the dude says he's got more to protect than anybody else, and then Gohan obviously is a lot stronger. He goes into his ultimate or mystic Gohan form and decides to take the hits because the guy's not strong enough to hurt Gohan. He grabs him and beats him and Kamehameha him off the arena. He goes flying off into the ether, joins his friends back on the platform, and this is where we get Gowasu's shining moment where he's like, you did well. And he almost went to accepting his fate, and then he thought that this guy was going to bring it back for him. He obviously didn't, and Gowasu just with so much dignity accepted his fate. And you gotta realize, this is the guy who failed in his universe already, so at this point he probably was resigned to, you know what, fuck it, let's go ahead, I'm done. I tried to do my best, but you know what, I created Zamasu, I destroyed the future universe, essentially. I didn't realize Zamasu was a maniac, and now I've picked all these, I've had the God of Destruction, or I think not the God of Destruction, but his angel picked all these warriors that weren't strong enough. We didn't have enough strong warriors in Universe 10, if they had Goku Black in Universe 10, like still the same character, if he was fighting for Universe 10, they probably would have done better. He ends up getting erased along with Universe 10. It was a really sad moment because a locket, which is kind of what we assumed, the locket fell right off the dude's neck and it had his family on there, and then the locket disappears and Gohan's clenching his fist, getting upset. And I think this is going to really foreshadow where Gohan stands when it comes to being in line with Xenos, and even if he wins the tournament, he's going to be really upset the fact that so many people have died and that he had a hand in thousands and billions and billions and billions of people dying and being erased. So great episode, loved it, cannot find anything wrong with it. Great animation, great story, making me care about fodder characters, making me care about the Warriors of Love, and looking forward to seeing them again. And obviously we got the teaser now where it's confirmed. Super Saiyan God's coming back. Goku in Super Saiyan God form and Hit are going to take on Dispo and fight him head on. So I cannot wait for the next episode. That one's going to be a real treat. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this episode. Are you guys sad that Gowasu's gone, or was this inevitable seeing as how he failed already in his universe? Drop me a like if you like my video. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.